Desire. It begins as a whisper in the soul. A spark that flickers in the darkness of ordinary life. It is the vision of something greater, something more powerful than your current existence. Every invention, every empire, every breakthrough that changed the world began not with resources, not with luck, not even with opportunity. It began with desire. But desire alone is not enough. The world is filled with people who want but never achieve. People who dream but never act. People who hope but never build. The difference between those who wish and those who win is not chance, it is the path. The secret path from desire to destiny. Napoleon Hill wrote, "What the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve." This is not poetry. This is not a slogan. This is the very foundation of achievement. Edison conceived the light before he created it. Disney envisioned a kingdom of imagination before it was ever drawn on paper. Carnegie saw steel cities before the first beam was forged. Every destiny begins in the mind, long before the world recognizes it. So let me ask you, what do you see? Not with your eyes, but with your imagination. What burns in your chest when the world is quiet? What is the desire that refuses to let you sleep? That desire, if disciplined, if directed, if given relentless focus, is the blueprint of your destiny. But here's the truth most never accept: desire must transform into belief before it ever becomes reality. Belief is the bridge. Without belief, desire is fantasy. Without belief, your dream is nothing more than smoke drifting in the wind. Belief is what drives the man who wakes at 4 a.m. to sharpen his skills. Belief is what pushes the woman who risks rejection, failure, and ridicule to take one more step. Belief is what keeps the fire alive when circumstances scream that it's impossible. Understand this: the universe does not respond to half-hearted wishes. It bends only to the will of those who believe without hesitation, who commit without retreat, who move forward without needing permission. If you doubt yourself, the world will doubt you. If you hesitate, the world will pass you by. But if you burn with belief, if you carry the conviction of destiny, the world will eventually kneel to your vision. Think of Abraham Lincoln. He faced defeat after defeat, loss after loss, ridicule after ridicule. He lost elections. He lost money. He lost people he loved. But he never lost belief. And that belief carried him into history as one of the greatest leaders the world has ever seen. Think of Henry Ford. When he said he would build a car for the masses, not the elite, they laughed at him. They told him it was impossible, impractical, foolish. Yet Ford believed so fiercely in his vision that he created not just a company, but an industry that reshaped civilization. The secret path from desire to destiny begins here. You must decide, you must believe, and you must commit to the vision that lives inside you as if it were already real. And once you believe, you must guard that belief with discipline. Because desire and belief are fragile if left unprotected. They can be crushed by the noise of the world, by the opinions of doubters, by the comfort of mediocrity. Discipline is the shield. Discipline is the practice of aligning your daily actions with your ultimate destiny. It is the habit of doing what must be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. Every champion you admire was forged in the furnace of discipline. Muhammad Ali said, "I hated every minute of training, but I said don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion." Ali's greatness was not born in the ring. It was born in the lonely hours of sweat, pain, and repetition. Discipline is the difference between the man who reads about success and the man who creates success. Between the one who talks about change and the one who becomes the change. You must decide that discipline is not punishment, it is the path. It is the daily investment that compounds into greatness. So hear me now, if you desire a life of purpose, if you believe it is possible, then discipline must become your constant companion. Wake early. Train hard. Study relentlessly. Speak with intention. Act with courage. Every disciplined decision is a brick laid on the road to destiny. Because the truth is this: no one stumbles into greatness. No one drifts into wealth, influence, or impact. You must walk deliberately, step by step, through fire, through resistance, through doubt, until the vision in your mind becomes the reality of your life. And still, this path demands more. Because mindset is not built once, it must be rebuilt daily. Belief must be watered. Discipline must be sharpened. Vision must be renewed. You cannot coast. You cannot relax into yesterday's victories. The moment you stop growing, you start dying. The moment you stop climbing, you start falling. The moment you stop building, your destiny begins to wither. This is the secret few understand. Destiny is not a destination, it is a state of being. It is the continuous unfolding of your highest potential. And it begins with desire, fueled by belief, sustained by discipline, and expanded by vision.